Hello everyone. Okay, so today we will talk about a new topic. Okay, so my name is Kimberly C. Camillier and I'm talking about chapter 5 and let's go. So my topic is all about the financial support towards private schools. Now, for chapter 5, the educational system, school finance and assistance, funding of private school. We have the news catch up on recent report. So for the sources of funds for private schools, it has 8 classes. Okay, and let's start with number 1, the national government. Second, the local government. Third, parents and students. Fourth, school owners. 5, businesses and industry. 6, loaning institutions. 7, philanthropists and civic cultural organizations. And 8, alumni support. Here we have the national funds. So based on I think this is the 2021 or 2022 survey. Top 10 departments. Number 1, education. So a total of 754.4 billion budget for education, follows by public works, interior and local government, defense, health, social welfare, transportation, agriculture, judiciary, labor and employment. B. Funding of private schools for Section 40. Private schools may be funded from their capital investments or equity contributions, tuition fees, and other school charges. For example, miscellaneous, then extra charge for books, extra charge for facilities like that, and grants, loans, passive investments, income, and from other sources. We have here this picture. So Section 41, the government, in recognition of their complementary role in the education system, may provide aid to the programs of private schools in the form of grants and scholarships or loans from the government financial institutions, provided that such programs meet certain defined educational requirements and standards and contribute to the attainment of national development goals. So here are some of the what do you call that? Excuse me. Funding of private schools. We have the social security system, the Australian aid, etc. Those are just examples. Now, Section 42, tuition and other fees. Each private school shall determine its rate of tuition and other school fees or charges. The rates and charges adopted by schools pursuant to this provision shall be collectible and their application or use authorized subject to rules and regulations promulgated by the Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports. So there's no such thing as overcharged because the rates of the private school institutions are reasonable. They will submit it to the Ministry of Education and Culture and Sports, the MEX, for them to review. And now we have different types of school in section 43. Income from other sources. So what are those? Any private school duly recognized by the government may receive any grant and legacy, donation, gift, bequest, or devise from any individual institution or corporation, foundation, trust, or of philanthropic organizations or research institution organization as may be authorized by law, if it is authorized by law. And furthermore, private schools are authorized to engage in any auxiliary enterprise to generate income primarily to finance their education operations and or to reduce the need to increase students' fees. It's up to them if give they will hire a lot of teaching staffs, faculty, or lessen the budget for the payment to teachers, or lessen some other parts. It's up to them how they will budget their money. And here you can see these are some of the pictures that is like donations, another source of income of private schools by donation, by charity, like that. And funding of private schools, we have institutional funds also and mutual funds. Now, for section 44, institutional funds, that is the proceed from tuition fees and other school charges, as well as other income of schools, shall be treated as institutional funds. Schools may pool their institutional funds in whole or in part under joint management for the purpose of generating additional financial resources. And just like that, this is another example. And another one, the forms of assistance. Assistance to private education shall consist of. So here are the 8 steps. I think that's the 8 steps. First, number 1, tuition fee supplements for students in private high schools, including students in vocational and technical courses. Number 2, high school textbook assistance fund, provided that students in public schools shall be provided a comprehensive textbook program under the Secondary Education Development Program. Same with private schools. And third, expansion of the existing educational service contracting. Then voucher, student financial assistance program. We also have scholarship grants to students graduating as valedictorians and salutatorians from secondary schools. And 6, tuition fee supplements to students in private colleges and universities. 7, education loan fund. And 8, college faculty development fund. So I think you are already familiar with PAC, that's Private Education Assistance Committee. So a quick overview of PAC. In 1982, the Department of Education, through the assistance of PAC, successfully piloted a scheme which served as a precursor to the education service contracting and provided a cost-effective alternative to public school expansion by entering into service contracts with private schools that would accommodate overflow of students, that would also be students in communities where there were no public schools, thus enabling the government to realize substantial savings. And I think that's all. So thank you everyone. You can use this presentation in your future presentations. Okay, so just remember, you can screenshot my report and don't forget to like and subscribe in my YouTube channel. So goodbye, have a good day.